Hello. I had a miserable night last night. I could not sleep. Um, Felt really short of breath all night long. And even into this morning, my inhaler didn't work. Some Vicks didn't work. And I just couldn't sleep. And I kept waking up with a headache. And I think what it was is because when I went to bed last night, all I'd had for dinner was like a chicken breast. Like nothing else. And then the last time I'd eaten before that was maybe like 5 o'clock. So I think I just, all night long, was just starving. Like my body, I think, was literally starving. Because that happens to me. Apparently it's after only 7 hours that my body goes into ketosis. That's a thing that happens with cirrhosis because my liver doesn't work. It doesn't store energy for me anymore, and I need to keep putting protein in order to have protein, otherwise it's malnutrition for me, and malnutrition will lead me to decompensate, which will lead me to ascites, and all manner of other horrible things that could go wrong with my liver. The point of all of this is to keep myself where I am right now and not get any worse. So, gotta do something about not starving. I mean, I do have, in here I do have things for the middle of the night, for when I get that way. Gluten-free raspberry fig bars. Well, not fig bars, but they're kind of like Fig Newtons, but raspberry and gluten-free. They do sell these gluten-full everywhere, of course. I get those from Amazon Fresh. I get Amazon Fresh delivered every so often. And I also have some Annie's or Amy's, I think they're Annie's, Rice Krispie treats, gluten-free. So, like, if I'm ever in here in the middle of the night and I start feeling that way, I just grab one of those and I'll feel better. But I've already had some breakfast and I've had protein, and now the headache's in. Also, I think I'm getting sick. I think I've got a bad cold coming. I've been sneezing and been congested for a while. My shortness of breath didn't feel like being congested, though. It felt like something was stopping my lungs from inflating, which sometimes my liver does that, but not to that extent. See, I can breathe all, pretty deeply in, even when I feel my liver. So I think it's just something in my brain. I don't see why I would be short of breath in the middle of the night. I did turn on my fan. I haven't had my fan on in over a year. Because I can sleep when I'm cold, but I cannot sleep when I'm hot. And I never get hot anymore. I'm always cold. So I always feel like when I start feeling hot, when I start feeling the way I used to feel, because I never got cold before, that's something good, something positive. So as I said yesterday, I have been very down lately. I have been worried about my future, and I have been worried about what could possibly be going on inside of me right now. I don't know what the bilirubin is looking like, but I know that I see it in my urine a lot, and you're not supposed to, and that makes me feel like things aren't getting any better. But I have had to remind myself of a lot. One, a lot of people are dealing with this right now, and a lot of people get on the list and are subsequently taken off because their numbers just get better. They are working on therapies and drugs for cirrhosis. Whether or not they'll make it to the US anytime soon, I don't know. But there are ways to figure out how to get drugs if if they ever come to pass. They're doing macrophage therapy in Scotland right now for cirrhosis. I don't know why Scotland. I do understand why the UK, because PBC is very common there. In fact, I think most people who have it are from that area. Women. So, of course, they'd want to have a study on it, but why Scotland and not England or Ireland? But whatever. I mean, as long as somebody finds something that'll help with regeneration. So things are not dire. I'm in really good health. I'm feeling normal. The fatigue has been a lot, but it's mostly because of my emotional issues. It makes it a lot worse. I mean, and I suppose my emotions inform the fatigue, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm just clicking, because virtual machines like to turn off far too quickly, and we're having issues at work. There's a lot of errors, so we can't really get anything done. So I watched a guy with liver issues yesterday talk about his stent, talk about his ascites, his varices, and I don't want to be there. I don't want to be cut open for anything. I really want to maintain where I am right now, and I think the best way to do that is to keep doing exactly what I'm doing. All the things that are good for my body. Because if my liver isn't getting any worse, then that's fine. It's fine, just don't get any worse. I know you have to... it takes about a year to see if Ursodiol is really working. And while the bilirubin is going down, it's not going down very quickly at all. So I'm starting to wonder if in 6 months, if I'm going to have to be put on something else, which would be... I don't know how to pronounce it, but it starts with an O. And if that doesn't work, although there's no indication that the Ursodiol isn't working, it's just that I'm not getting worse. So I don't know who's going to be ordering my blood tests and how often. But the next doctor I see will be my gastro. And I want to talk to her about a couple things. One, I want to talk to her about a medication for the itch. And then I want to talk to her about how often I should get blood drawn. Because I think once a month is fair. But that does run into a lot of money. But we need to get my blood drawn soon. I need to see where I am. It's been a while. It's been since my second visit to UCLA, which was in, February. And we're knocking on May right now. Or maybe it was in March. It's only been 6 months. That blows my mind. 6 months ago, I didn't know I was sick. I mean, actually, I did. I knew I was sick. I just didn't know that it was this bad. So, here's to things looking a lot more positive soon. And thank you for watching, and I will be speaking with you later.